Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Gnome Warlock.
Hi there.
Last episode, we completed the neighborhood quest chain, got our house together a little bit, and we also checked out the new revamped Silvermoon. And now we are back in the Dragon Isles, guys. We are in Iskara, which is a part of the Azure Span. So let's have a chat here with this chef here. Are you ready to make magic, adventurer? No, I don't mean that hand-wavy stuff some like to make. I mean the mystical aroma arts, the deep knowledge of ingredients and flavor, and the way a soup speaks to you to let you know what it needs. Is that you salivating? No, must be me. Let's get cooking.
Now I have a story to tell.
Are we going to learn cooking? What the heck happened? It's like the whole area just, like, changed. Can we jump in here? Into this what the heck? You'll spoil the broth. Soup's a little flat, though, right? Need to go fish up some mana sucker. Alright, so we'll head over here. We also got another quest here. Adventuring in the Dragon Isles. Your decision has been made. You can return to the scouting map at any time to choose another location. Okay. Speak with Masood the Wise within the Onarian Plains. That's a part of the campaign. Maybe we'll do that a little later. Maybe were we supposed to go there instead of where we are? We'll check this place out for today. So we need to go find Elder Poa. So let's go do that. I hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. I enjoyed checking out the player housing. I think they did a pretty good job with it. And here's Elder Poa.
A new story to
Have you come to hear a tale, traveler?
Hello. Speak up now.
The most amazing stories might happen with anyone. Our deeds make us who we are, and I'm always eager to learn of the most impressive acts and make them inspiration to others.
Oh, good day.
What's that?
young
You have a
one.
story for me? Sit down, let me hear it. Elder Poa listens to your tale of a victory over a peculiar foe. That was thrilling. Thank you for sharing that with me, young one.
Your tale will be remembered. What's that?
You there, young one. Our warriors take totems with them when they venture into the Dragon Isles, and so our enemies delight in taking them as trophies. We can't let that stand. Please return any totems you find.
You'll be
Tusker
careful out
Champion's
there.
tales. The deed of the Tuskar of the Dragon Isles are many. Over the years, though some of our stories have been lost, many travelers never returned from their journeys with tales to tell. Please, if you find any scrolls that document what our lost brethren were able to accomplish, bring them back to me.
What?
Dragon Isles Champion Tales. Young one, the Dragon Isles are full of stories that date back generations upon generations. If you venture deep within the great halls and vaults of this land, I am sure you can find and reclaim scrolls that detail these stories. If you bring them to me, I'll have a special gift for you in return.
Pass my stories along.
Alright, so we got a few quests here. But we may go back and follow the campaign eventually. So are these where the quests are? Waygate activated. So there's some chapters we need to finish. So the Azure Span is one of them. Oh, okay. So maybe we have to actually go up here, guys. So we'll head this way. And hopefully we can start the campaign. So WoW has campaign quests, and there's like a bunch of chapters. And it kind of like explains the story, so... That's what I kind of want to do. I wonder if it's changed since the last time I played Dragonflight, which was a long time ago, so... I don't remember very much. I do remember the Tuskar over there in Iskar. I did enjoy that zone. Kind of reminded me of Wrath of the Lich King, which was the first expansion that I played in World of Warcraft. Dragon Glyphs, Fork River Crossing. So I guess we can collect Dragon Glyphs in the Azure Span, and this will get us an achievement. Okay, so let's head back here. And we'll start this campaign, guys.
Let's compare notes.
Ah, another adventurer. We could use your aid.
You think we will find anyone here who can help our efforts in the Azure Span?
I'm sure an adventurer will come by. This place should be.
Oh, this place looks
crawling with
awesome.
Fancy meeting you.
Greetings, Travesine. Pakina and I are here on behalf of the Kirin-Tor looking for aid. The Kirin-Tor are working to safeguard the wild arcane magic located all throughout the Azure Span, Kaligos, and the aspect of the Blue Dragonflight. And one of our leaders need aid in reclaiming the Azure Stone there as well. If you're willing to help, keep traveling along the road to find Galenia of the Blessed Ones. She can direct you to where you can help the most.
Lania can help direct you toward the Kirin-Tor's efforts in the Azure Span. Make sure to tell her Masood and Pakina sent you.
Ooh, how many more adventurers should we find?
Okay, so we have to go down here.
Maybe 3 or 4 more. 5 adventurers seems like a good number to have for any task.
One thing I've noticed, they've made sky riding a lot easier than it was back in Dragonflight.
Fishing, can it not wait?
Excellent adventurer. I can fill you in on the details before I have to learn to fish. The Kirin-Tor have our main camp set up to the south of here, Camp Antonidas. I believe Noriko and Khadgar are there now gathering adventurers to aid Kaligos in reclaiming the Azure O Stone. If you wish to help in our endeavors, go there.
Let the magic take you where it will.
Okay, so we are doing the Azure Span part of the campaign, which is cool. We can actually pick which ones we want to do and which zones you want to level in. I did enjoy the Azure Span.
I'm getting a bit concerned. We haven't heard.
The zone was pretty good too.
But Ronin's shield.
The Waking Shores.
This land is full.
Ah,
of
Travesine, good to
curiosities.
see you. Hold on. Do you feel that? There we go. We just leveled up. What the heck is going on here? Getting attacked by a bunch of proto-drakes. Primalists, so I guess they're the primalists. Primalists are attacking. Get our defenses back up and running. They're the enemies of the aspects. The primalists have been hunting the Kirin-Tor since we arrived in the Azure Span. They detect our practice of arcane magic. I'll send word to Kaligos to return from the Azure Archives. In the meantime, we need to hold them off. It seems one of our main arcane defenses was destroyed in their initial attack. Bring the pieces back to me, and I can reassemble it.
This land is teeming
Greetings,
with
Gnome.
magic.
I am Althanis. I wish we could have met in a less chaotic time. We were helping the Kirin-Tor study the history of this place just a few moments before the Primalist attack. I fear several tomes may still be out there, at risk of being destroyed in this dreadful assault. Please, you must recover these tomes. If they are destroyed, the history of this place will be lost.
Waters protect you.
Alright, we'll do that. So I have to collect these tomes. Another person? No. The heck is that? That's a Heron-ear druid? That's Druid flight form? That's Heronir Druid flight form. You're a bat. That's pretty cool. If we'll get hit here, yeah, we will. So, I have this, we have single button assistant up. It's telling us to use the imp. So I guess we'll try the imp today. And we'll try using single button assist. We'll see what it's like. I'll teach us our rotation. It's a chill way of leveling, in my opinion. But we'll check it out. And I think it's good that some people hate on stuff like that, but I think it's good that they added single button assist and also, you know, starter build, like suggestions. Like they're suggesting us to take Rain of Fire versus Conflagrate. So we have Conflagrate triggers an explosion on the target, dealing 217 fire damage. And then we have Rain of Fire. Calls down a rain of hellfire, the target location, dealing 222 fire damage over 7.8 seconds to the enemies in the area. And this is the same thing, but I'm not too sure what the difference is between these two. They seem to be exactly the same. Oh, this one goes this way, so we would end up getting Roaring Blaze. Increases Conflagrate damage by 10%. Now, interrupts... Is that what it is? I don't know. We'll take this. I'm not too sure what the difference is here, though. This Rain of Fire between this Rain of Fire. They seem to be exactly the same. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But say you just don't... You're not really in the mood to, like, look into your talents or look into your rotation. You just want to play the game. It allows people to just do that, right? I think there's nothing wrong with that. And then when, say they get into Mythic Plus or, you know, a higher level rating, they can start looking into their rotation and their talents at that time. I think that's one of the main issues why people don't really play, or they try WoW and they stop. It's too much to learn all at once. So the more they simplify it, I think it becomes somewhat better. Do you have the pieces? Well, just it's easier to learn, in my opinion. It doesn't become as intimidating. Do you have the pieces? I remember exactly how it was assembled, so repairing it should not be a problem. Excellent, I'll bring the ritual to fix this in a moment. You have the tomes. What a relief. To lose all that knowledge, I could not bear the thought. I've assembled the pieces of the device you recovered. Place it near Khadgar and use it to repel the Primalists. We just need to hold out a little longer until Caligos arrives.
We just need to hold them off a little longer. Caligo should be here soon.
It'd be cool to make a Heronir Druid. I wonder how you unlock the Heronir. It's probably like a quest chain or something like that. Because I do have to unlock quite a few races on the Alliance side. I've unlocked a few on the Horde. But there are these like quest chains or achievements you have to complete to unlock some of these new races that they've added. It's insane the amount of races they have in the game now, though. I think it's got to be close to... It's got to be over 20. Or close to 20 at the moment. We're shooting this cannon here. It's like has an arcane blast that we can spam. That's the only ability it has. Oh, there's this other ability, Arcane Stasis. Launches a fast-moving projectile that dramatically slows the position of any enemy it hits.
Shall not fall to these monsters.
Oh, we don't have a shield anymore.
I must return to the archives.
Can we even hit this guy?
Send help when you can.
Listen.
As your Oldstone is proving difficult to reclaim.
I need to fend off the Primalist to the east. It may fall on you to aid Caligos' adventure.
Another awesome mount. I'm not too sure if they made all mounts like this. I think they probably have.
This land is full of
I'm relieved that the
curiosities.
attack was repelled, but it seems we will need to figure out a plan to help Caligos in the Azure
We'll
Archives.
speak soon.
I fear we will have to split our attention. The Primalist threat to the east must be handled. I must ask you to travel to the Azure Archives in my stead to aid Caligos in reclaiming the Azure Stone. You'll need to pick up a few supplies to help you with whatever is happening there. Speak with our portal quartermaster. They ought to have something that can aid you along the way. Good luck traversing. Caligos will appreciate the aid.
Don't worry, we'll handle what remains of the Primalist to the east.
Yeah, I remember there being this mount. Not a pretty cool mount. What it can do is it's a sky golem, and what they were able to do. Maybe this will be the mount we use. And you're able to herb with it. So people, I think this came out in Battle for Azeroth. I got this a while ago. And people, I guess, were, I wouldn't say they were upset, but people thought that other races or classes wanted to have a mount that could herb like druids in flight form, right? So they made Sky Golem, which is a mount that allows you to herb with it. But I'm not too sure if that's changed over time. Hello there. Need anything from Dalaran? Just say the word and I'll track it down and get it to you. Khadgar said you have something that could help me aid Caligos.
Ah, this is the in case Khadgar isn't available, bring this package. We've got one more left.
This is a real gnome. Well, it looks like a goblin mount, to be honest. Kind of has a goblin face. Alright, so we got that bag. And I guess we have to head down here now. Yeah, it was an awesome mount. But it's when WoW started getting rid of class identity, which was not a good thing. I kind of like that druids had that over other classes. Where, you know, their flight form allowed them to, you know, fly around and herb in their flight form, and they could just pick herbs and fly away. I bet now, I have a feeling, I'm not too sure about this, but probably every mount can
Did you
just
find any
do
tomes
that.
detailing the Azure Oathstone?
It's probably like a talent you
None.
could get.
I fear our assumptions are correct. It's a problem with the ley lines.
I'm relieved to have any help. I know Khadgar and the others must be quite busy with the Primalists.
It's good to see you again.
Khadgar is wise to redirect his efforts towards the Primalists, but now we've got a lot of work to do here.
How can I help?
You've come far from Exile's Reach Trap scene. I'm glad to have you here to help. I'm having difficulty repairing the Azure Archives to reclaim the Azure Oathstone. I could use an extra pair of physical hands. I'm currently up in the archives somewhere. I'm currently up in the archives themselves. I was able to reactivate the pylon outside, which should allow you to traverse up.
Come back soon. I'll see you above. I believe I'm making progress towards the problems surrounding the Azure Oathstone.
Okay. Well, there's the pylon. Does it look like a pylon from StarCraft? Kind of. Be interesting if they combined Warcraft with StarCraft. It could happen. You know, WoW is now in space. They could connect the two those two worlds together.
No one one has been here for thousands of years.
I'm glad you've
Let's
come.
get to work. It's imperative to reclaim the Azeroth Stone.
This world is full.
The Azer Archives was once a place where the Blue Dragons would gather to discuss magic. Now I am the only one of my kind here. This place controls the ley lines beneath the Azure Span, but it and its servants have gone out of control. I believe if we bring order to this place, that I can then reclaim the Azeroth Stone. The various constructs and elements are brimming with unstable arcane energy that needs to be redirected. Destroy them and collect what you can.
All will be well. Well met.
We cannot activate the O-Stone in the Azer Archives until we fix the issue with the out-of-control ley energy here. 2 out of 3 draconic ruins that are meant to control it are choked by unstable arcana. I apologize that this falls to you, given Khadgar's responsibilities and the lack of my brethren appearing. There should be a ley scepter within that bag of helpful goods you have. Use it to help repair the ruins nearby. Alright, so we have a bag of helpful goods, search through, and seemingly bottomless bag for one specific item. How hard could it be? Oh, we got attacked. Okay, Chaos Bolt. Incinerate. Incinerate. There we go, there's our bottomless bag. Just throwing stuff out here. There's the ley scepter. Nice, we got it. It's kind of an ugly mount, though. Guy Golem. It's cool, though, when you're flying. I always liked the way it looked when you would fly. We're summoning Imp? No, we're not. Immolate. Immolate. Incinerate. Incinerate. Let's make some Healthstones here just in case we run into some issues. Channel the arcane ley scepter to correct the imbalances of local ley lines. Alright, so we got Chaos Bolt now. Incinerate. There's just Incinerates and Chaos Bolts. Immolate first. And then it's Incinerate, Incinerate, Chaos Bolt when it's off cooldown. But Chaos Bolt seems to be used over Incinerate. So if you have Chaos Bolt up, it's Immolate, then Chaos Bolt. Ley Scepter.
Who are you?
There this is talking to us. You have to do it again?
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
I think that one's been rescued. Go with the time lost proto Drake here. This mount kind of has a Dragonflight feel or vibe to it because it's a proto Drake. Pretty much all of the dragons out here, or the primalists, are proto Drakes. I think one of the issues though with this always forget the single button assistant is say like if say you just start with it as a new player, maybe you'll just never, you know, not use it. Like you'll always just use single button assist,
Affixes. Seek.
which is fine.
Top of archives.
Do whatever you want, but I think it is fun sometimes to try to do your rotation, but I think for like stuff like this, for questing, it's perfect. But could you imagine, you know, you always use single button assist, and then the first time you try to not use it, your damage actually goes down. You do like worse damage or DPS, and you're like, oh, just go back. Never try to like actually do your rotation ever again. Retail rotations tend to be a little bit more complicated too, depending on what class you're playing. I could imagine Warlock getting pretty damn complicated over time. Get a health stone here. Is our imp still up? We are getting wrecked, guys. We're gonna die. Who would have thought? Who healed us there? Ruby Blessing. The magic of the red dragonflight has recently saved you, preventing you from death. What the heck was that? That's badass. They really don't want you to die. That was cool. See, this is where I would think about switching, right? Because we almost died there. But would I have survived if I didn't use the single button assist? It's cool that we could die there, though. You know, the general conception around retail that the leveling it's pretty damn easy. Which is somewhat true. It is true. I think that's why they added... I don't know if they added this to Midnight, but in Legion Remix, there was this thing they brought into the game called Heroic World Tier, and it sort of just makes mobs in the world much stronger. They're like elites, and they have like affixes, extra abilities, more health, more damage, stuff like that. I wonder if they added that to Dragonflight. I'm going to look that up quick. Heroic World Tier. I wonder if they have that. I mean, not Dragonflight, Midnight. Oh, yeah. Heroic World Tier inspires the new Prey feature in Midnight. I wonder, I don't even know what the heck that is. What the heck is the new Prey? What is Prey in Midnight? Prey is an open world activity coming with Midnight where you can hunt special targets in each new zone. So that's pretty cool. More open world stuff to do.
I stand with you.
The archives are in a perpetual state of recreation for most of its guardians. We need to fix its flow. Excellent work. The creations here are already being soothed with just this amount of unstable arcana removed.
We can achieve anything.
The Lay Scepter should allow you to properly align and configure the ruins up nearby. Excellent work. It seems these ruins are able to transport us to the top of the archives. I believe that may be where our last problem resides. There we go. We've leveled up again. So they're telling us to take Fell Armor, which is another passive. So when Soul Leech absorbs magic, 5% of the damage taken is absorbed. Spread out over 5 seconds. Reduce damage taken by 1.5%. Or we take like Burning Rush or one of these. We'll just follow it. Why not?
This world is full of wonder.
There appears to be something sapping the arcane energies at the apex of the tower. Now that you've stabilized the energies down here, You should be able to ride the arcane magics in the area. Look in that bag of yours for something called an arcane stepping stone and use it to meet me at the top. And I'm not too sure what these, like, what's the why they choose these things, or like these talents. I assume it's probably what they assume to be the best leveling talents, right? It's probably what it is. So maybe at endgame you probably want to switch out of it into, you know, into talents that work for something that you're interested in, like either PvP or PvE rating or Mythic Plus, because your talents can change quite a bit depending on what you like to play. Okay, we have to reach the apex. Is that up here? Is it? Okay. There's a bunch of feasting worms. Look at all the Caligoses.
I stand with you.
It's a long way down from here. Be careful.
Well met.
It's a bit worse up here than I had anticipated.
I'm glad you've come.
We'll need to hurry if we're going to fix this place and repower the Oath Stone.
How can I help?
It seems the last of the arcane disruptions are up here. I'll continue adjusting the ley energies. Use some of the arcana you recovered to dispel the disruptions here. A large number of mana worms are absorbing the wild arcane magic coming out of the archives. The rate that they are doing this, it is causing the ley lines to be thrown off balance, which is preventing the Azure Oath Stone from being reclaimed. I will use some of the unstable arcana you collected to form a hook of sorts. Use it to slay several of the worms. The brief delay will be enough for me to adjust the energies below.
Fly true.
Okay. So let's take down a few of these worms. Seems like I have to hook them over. Good old get over here ability. Scorpion, you know, Mortal Kombat. I haven't played Mortal Kombat in ages. That's where that DK ability came from for sure. The grip. Always reminded me of that. It's probably one of the coolest DK abilities, I think, is the grip in. And then they have the AoE grip too, which is awesome for grouping packs of mobs up together. I wonder if they still have that in Midnight. Let's hook this one in. I wonder why they tell us to do 2 immolates. And what's the point of applying the dot twice? I don't know if you guys noticed that. We'll do it here. Immolate. Failed there. Let's kind of. Why 2 immolates? There has to be a reason. And can you stack the dot? Looks like you can increase the time of the dot. And that's what the second immolate does. It just increases time of it by a few seconds. I just want to check the ability here. Burns the enemy for 59. Fire damage. Immediately an additional 223 over 18 seconds. Periodic damage generates 1 soul shard fragment. Has a 50% chance to generate an additional 1 on critical strikes.
How can I help? This world.
The Kirin will ensure these archives are properly cared for when this is finished. Thank you for your aid.
Keep safe.
Alright, so I'm going to try not using this. We'll put Immolate there. And I need Searing. Just want to try using Searing Bane. Or Incinerate. Unstable Arcane Energies Dispelled. Okay, we'll go do that. I want to kind of pull one over here, but they seem to be friendly now, so we won't disturb the Frostworms anymore. We'll try doing our own rotation. I might not even use Immolate. The reason why I think Immolate's not really that worth it, I kind of look at it this way as well with my other Warlock. I don't really use Immolate as much in TBC. Like I do. But I usually just put up my instant cast DOS and I just start spamming Shadow Bolt or Hellfire if it's an AoE pull. Because usually the dot doesn't really go through completely.
Well met.
Fine work. I can feel the ley lines beneath this place beginning to heal. We're almost done. Fine work, friend. It seems we've managed to repair the ley lines within the Azure Archives. Back when the Blue Dragonfly was united, I would tell my brothers and sisters to never doubt the strength of mortals. Meet me at the Oathstone. To the south of here, I will reclaim it and then be on my way to Narcissus.
All will be well. Don't be alarmed, but my mirror images should vanish in a moment.
Well, we will find out who the real Kalecgos is soon. Do we have to head over here? The Oathstone reclaimed? Assume that's just over here? Or is it a dungeon? When does Kalecgos reclaim the Oathstone? Okay.
There's magic in everything.
It's good to see you in the flesh, Travesine. You've been a great help so far. I would appreciate your presence while I reclaim the Azure Oathstone. A lot of cinematics in Dragonflight. Which is kind of cool. I like it.
I was expecting Malygos.
Who is this? Sindragosa. Wow.
And who are you?
Kalecgos. And you cannot possibly be.
Sindragosa? In a way. A simulacrum. Created by her in order to preserve her memories and knowledge. It would seem a great deal of time has passed since she left.
Yes. And much has happened.
I sense an aspect.
It's a long story. Both you and Malygos are gone.
I see. And the rest of our flight? Where are they?
Wonder what happened to Sindragosa.
Tell me.
After Neltharion betrayed us, we were on the verge of extinction. We few who remain are scattered, aimless, and alone.
Yet you came here. That tells me that you still have hope for our kin. Child of my flight. Shall we work together to make that hope a reality?
Nothing would give me more pleasure. What must we do?
Oh, here we go. And Neltharion, that's Deathwing. He kind of messed up all of the aspects during the Cataclysm expansion.
Young friend.
It's good to be back, or reactivated as it were. There's much to do, and I am glad to give whatever aid I can. I wonder what happened to Sindragosa.
You are a fascinating
Vinchagrosa, the former prime consort of Malagos, was mortally wounded by Deathwing during the War of the Ancients, dying in agony in Northrend. Years later, the Lich King Arthas raised her as a skeletal frostworm, forcing her to lead his Frostbrood until she was defeated in Icecrown Citadel. Oh yeah, that's like the boss you fight before Lich King. I had a feeling I remembered who this was.
Do not let them.
The Oathstone's energy cannot be reclaimed until the ley lines within the Azure Span are repaired. Some ley lines may only be reachable by those of Caligos' skills, but you may still be of aid. If they still yet survive, seek out the Tuskar. They lived here in my times and have a deep knowledge of the land. Speak with one of our arcane aides to return to your allies.
Farewell then, young one.
I have
I'll
to
do
speak
what
to the
I
Flight
can to
Master.
repair any ley lines I find, and send my mirror images to keep an eye on things while I'm gone.
Good luck to the two of you. If the Tuskar still live, they should know the location of the major ley lines.
Yeah, this zone really reminds me of Wrath of
You are
Lich King.
staring at me instead of departing. Do you have more to say?
Do we have more
I
to say?
apologize. I have heard many legends of you. My mind is swimming with questions to ask.
As is mine. 10,000 years is an incalculable amount of time to miss. My dear, I would ask you to apprise me of what I've missed once this mess is settled.
Of course. There is so much to tell. The Cataclysm, the Scourge, the other aspects, the Nexus Wars.
Child of my flight.
Right. I shall return with hopeful news.
And I shall aid you in becoming the proper aspect of the Blue Dragonflight.
Alright, here we go. So we have to go speak with the Flight Master. There goes Caligos. Can't we just fly over? I guess we'll speak with him. Where do they want us to go? Here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the second last boss in Icecrown Citadel. Yeah, she's pretty tough boss, too. Probably one of the harder ones, I think. I wouldn't say she's harder than Lich King, though. Lich King's pretty tough. She had this mechanic where, like, 3 people would get targeted, and they would turn into ice tombs, and if they didn't spread out or get away from other raiders, then everybody would just turn into, like, this ice tomb, and then you would just get wrecked. Because she does this, like, big bomb spell after the ice tombs go down, and you're supposed to hide behind them to not get hit by the mechanic.
The Kirin tour.
The Tuskar, there are a number of Tuskar merchants and travelers who pass through here.
Be cautious. This land
Ask
is
the
teeming
locals.
with magic.
Caligos is wise to seek the Tuskar's counsel. They have generations of experience with this land. Many are resting here on their way to their various camps across the span. Ask around. One of them must know our local ley lines.
Be careful.
Can you spare a
Tuskar
minute,
will
Travesine?
poke your ears off if you let them.
I have heard from my 2 apprentices, Scrumpy and Tucky, in some time. This is concerning. I sent them to fetch us supplies from the inn. They couldn't have strayed too far. Please find them, but I warn you, they're quite the handful.
If you see anything remarkable, let me know.
Oh, your wares may be better than
Do you know of
mine.
any ley lines in the area?
Put what now? Lake lines? You mean rivers? What nonsense are you on about?
This really reminds me of these zones in Northern. This reminds me of like Dragonblight and also the place we were just in. It reminds me of this zone here. Forget the name of it. It's where Malagos's raid is. Joko Mupat consulted.
Let us hear your
I don't remember the ice of the mountains reaching so far west. I wonder if it's spread south all the way to Imbu. I'm looking for pockets of concentrated magic in the Azure Span.
There's magic in the land everywhere. It's in every rock, plant, animal. Why, the legend of Foxrose Fortos goes, there once was...
Alright, well, I guess that's the end of that. Where's the next one here? Bronze Timekeeper. I think these are like races.
Got anything for me?
Oh, this is Apprentice Scrumpy. The young Valkyra nervously puts his hands behind his back. Do we know you? Noriko said not to talk to strangers.
Be clever.
And so we found the apprentice, but we're looking for a baboonitak. There he is.
Who speaks before me?
Soup isn't ready yet. You'll have to wait a bit.
Oh, the Gleam Coves! Yes,
Brenna is your
they're
best bet.
everywhere. We try not to disturb them.
You should
Chieftain Panoliak knows more about that kind of thing.
You should
Panoliak passed.
Who's Panoliak?
Remember? Brenna is chieftain now.
Ah, that's right. She was here with the funeral caravan not long ago. You just missed her.
You should catch up with Brenna. Her caravan passed through no more than a few hours ago. They were collecting our late chieftain's most prized possessions for a funeral to honor him. Given that the caravan was heavily burdened, she can't be far ahead.
With that dragon, you'll catch up with them in no time.
And so where are they? Just over here? Alright, well, I think that's going to lead to like a pretty big question, so we'll call this episode here, guys. We got to level 14. Next episode, we will continue our journey through the Azure Span and see where it leads. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.